It's a brand new season here at Southend, viewers. We've got a couple new faces in the building. It's been a fairly quiet summer here. Hopefully you will like the new signings. Roll the intro and let's have a look at our transfer business. Here is signing number one then, viewers, Gordon Patton, who's come on a free transfer from Inverness Caledonian Thistle down up in Scotland. He's going to be our backup goalkeeper, 22 years of age, £3,800 a week on a 3-year deal. Potential to be a 4-star player. He's only 22 years of age and he's got one full Scotland cap already. I think he looks a very good player for us. Aerial reach could be a little bit better. If you're going to play him as a sweeper keeper, which is a preferred position, that first touch will need to be improved. If you're going to play him as a normal goalkeeper, though, I think he looks a lot better. Anticipation is probably his worst attribute, but I still think he will certainly add something here and add a lot more depth to the squad. Here we've gone back to Arsenal for a free loan signing. Welcome Scott May, a central defender, 20 years of age, can play at right back as well if needed. 6 foot, 3.5-star player, potential to be 5-star, maybe 4-star, maybe even 5 at some point in his career. The only thing that worries me is his heading, but I think with the jumping reach of 13 and 6 foot, he will be able to make up for that. Good marking and very good tackling at 16, good positional, very brave in the air as well. I think Scott, for a free loan signing for the season, could be a very influential member of this championship campaign. With Bailey Peacock-Farrell due to leave, we've had to sign another goalkeeper, and this is where Billy Crellin comes in. He's joined from Ipswich Town. He's 28 years of age. We bought him for £1.2 million on £10,500 a week for the next 3 years. I think Billy is a very good addition. He played very close to his peak, but in that goalkeeping role, I think he looks very good. A sweeper keeper as well, rather. He's got really good first touch, can really reach aerially, 6'1" as well, so he's a very tall keeper. But I think he'll be a commanding presence for us this season and a very good replacement for Bailey Peacock-Farrell. Federico Sanchez is a £1 million arrival from Penarol in Uruguay. I think he's a very good addition here. 3.5-star already at the age of 18. Potential to be 4-star, maybe even 5 stars. Crossing and dribbling could be a little bit better, but there's plenty of years left in him to develop those, and we have put him on a bit of a training regime to try and improve those. But I think he will be our starting left back this season. I'm excited to see what Federico can offer here, and he's got some really good mentals as well. Physically, he's really good. Natural fitness of 17 stood out by a mile as well. Excited to see what £1 million can get us with Federico. And we've gone back to London again to raid Arsenal this time. Attacking midfielder on the right-hand side is Ian Azuperu. We'll call him Ian. It just makes things a little bit easier. 4-star current ability player, potential to be a 5-star player. Mentally looks very good. Determination of 18, flair of 16, really good technique at 18. First touch is unbelievable at 16 rather. Good passing, good dribbling, decent crossing as well. I think he could be a really influential player here this season, Ian. And for nothing a week, I thought he was a really, really strong addition to this squad. Not made an appearance for Arsenal. It's time for him to kick on and get some game time here at Southend. And finally, I felt as though we were a little bit light in numbers up top, and this is where Marthinho Sabrosa comes in on loan from Norwich for £9,500 a week for the season. I thought he doesn't look as good technically, but I think as a backup, he will certainly do the job. Really good physically, acceleration 16, good balance, decent pace as well. Finishing of 9 could be better, but good mentally as well. I think he will be an underrated player this season, but someone that can come off the bench and cause impact, especially with that acceleration and pace. I think he'll be able to get in behind defences and cause a few problems for us. Hopefully, he will be able to find some more goals to his name. He's only scored 4 in his career, and hopefully this is where he will find his goal-scoring boots. Outgoing wise and views, Loic Mbe-Soy has gone on loan to Rochdale for the season. We lost Favritos Pavrotos to Aberdeen on a free transfer. Kevin Manson has gone on loan to Morton. Zach Priest has gone on loan to Plymouth. Phillips Numancia, a man that didn't really play towards the end of last season, played 23 games in total. We've got £1 million for him, and he has found a move to Turkey. Youngster Robert Herworth and Leighton Gibbs have got loan moves out, as has Ian Hall. And released players, Mark Gillespie has retired. Youngsters have all gone. And Bailey Peacock-Farrell, a man that was due to leave the club, he was going to go to Sporting Kansas. However, they didn't have enough international slots left for him. And we'd already signed the 2 goalkeepers already, so that left us in a bit of a pickle. Ultimately, Bailey Peacock-Farrell was on £6,000 a week. We've got 2 new goalkeepers in, and we couldn't afford to keep him here. Although he was brilliant for us last season, I just felt as though he would be overshadowed by Billy Krellin this season. And when we went to offer him a new deal, he wanted nearly double wages, which we simply could not afford. Very sad to see Bailey Peacock-Farrell go on a free transfer. Nevertheless, we move on, and I'm very confident that Billy can step up to the plate. Media prediction, we are predicted to finish 15th. Coming down from the Premier League, you've got Charlton, Burnley and Newcastle, all big teams coming down and are really going to test us this season, especially if we are looking to go one further and finish in those playoff positions. Today we kick off the season against Brighton, so let's go and get into this first league game of the season. And here we are then, the starting 11 is, we're still playing the 5-2-3, so it's Krellin in goal, a back five of Sanchez, Marshall, Mitchell, May and De Jong, the triple M at the back, that's what they're now called. As of now, literally what I've just started calling him. Cardozo, we've had a little bit of interest in him, but thankfully we've turned it down and we've managed to keep him on side just for now. I think he will outgrow this club at some point. Hopefully it will be after this season once he has pushed us to that next level. On the left is the ever-present Rashawn Malfrin entering another season here at Southend. Ian, is on the right-hand side, and Shanley leads the line, looking for a bigger season from Shanley this season after a little bit of a disappointing campaign last year where he only got 4 goals for us. Kickoff is here then at the Amex Stadium, looking to kick off another campaign with a 3 points against Brighton, a team that we've been mixed against previously, but I'm hoping that once again we will be able to prove ourselves against Brighton, who have spent quite a bit of money, I think, in this summer transfer window, and is someone that we need to keep an eye on. As I said, Newcastle and Burnley are the 2 favourites to go back up, and I think they are the toughest teams in this league. We are playing in yellow today. Sanchez into Marshall. This is the first highlight of the new season, all the way back. Theo Marshall again, somebody I forgot to mention. He's here again this season and has remained. Shanley, what will he do? Finds Ian on this right-hand side. De Jong into Sweet, back to Ian. Good ball into Cardozo in the centre. Malfrin, Shanley, finds Sanchez. Can he get a goal on his debut? Oh, and he's whiffed it past the post. I thought that was just going to fizz into the back of the net, but unfortunately he's just flashed it across the face of goal and can't turn it into the back of the net. McAllister into Turner for Brighton here. Ball over the top. Oh, and they've hit the post. Thankfully he's offside, Marco. He did look it that he'd run in behind a little bit too early there. We'll drop some early encouragement on the boys. The signs are there that we could do quite well in this game. Hopefully we will do, and turn this game into a 3-point game. We are 0-0 at half-time. 1 shot on target from us so far, which is 1 more than Brighton have had. A couple of nervous faces around the changing room. We'll point the finger and tell the boys we are happy with that, and I think we'll just leave it at that. They all look inspired and motivated. Greens all around. We'll just leave it at that and just try and breed the confidence within the squad. The squad, they've played together most of pre-season. We've not had any late additions particularly, and I'm hoping that with 1 or 2 more, if the money's there, the money is very, very tight still at this club, that we will be able to bring it in. Shanley receives the ball after a poor interception. De Jong into Ian now on this right-hand side, looking for the overlap. Finds De Jong from Sweet's ball, cuts inside to Cardozo, all the way back to May on his debut. What will he do? Sprays it out wide. De Jong is there on the overlap again. Sweet. Ian's unleashed. Oh, and Bodart sends the ball over into the crowd behind the net, and then a corner here on the hour mark. Shanley gets the ball in, looking for Sweet, who's rising and just can't get there. It's headed away. Gonzalez now for Brighton, coming forward on the counter-attack. Can we defend this? And we've just managed to get away with that there. Sanchez did really, really well there to stand the ball up. Brighton throwing now 64 minutes into the game. Zuma, surely that's not Kurt Zuma. Ball over the top, and oh, he should have finished that. That should have been in the back of the net and should have been finished. Is that Kurt Zuma? No, it's Gillian Zuma. I don't know who Gillian Zuma is. I don't know if he was related to Kurt or not. We are going to make a change now. See if we can just bring something on just to change this game a little bit. What have we got on the bench? Sabby's on the bench. We're going to bring him on for Ian, I think, on that right-hand side. Lucas Stevenson, again, will come on. He will come on for Sweet, who's picked up a booking, and we'll just see if they make a bit of a difference. Squad depth, we are a little bit thin in numbers, which is why I would maybe like to get somebody in. Free transfers might be the way we go, or if we can find somebody from Arsenal, bring those in on a free loan, so to speak. Mitchell with the ball back to Krellin. Krellin seems to have done well on his debut and has handled it. That's a poor ball from Cardozo, uncharacteristic of him. Knight, what will he do? Finds McCory on the right. Acquire, and somebody that we know but has scored past us a few times, just puts the ball past the net there. And we'll demand a little bit more from the boys. Brighton are certainly there for the take, and we've only had one shot on target this second half. And we open the season with a 0-0 draw away at Brighton. Not the worst result. Brighton are a strong team, but I think we had some chances there to put the ball into the back of the net. We're out to stretch the arms and tell everybody they've done well to avoid defeat there. To me, that sends some positive signs that we can hang with the big boys, and hopefully we can just build on that performance a little bit and pick up some 3 points on the way. And what we will do is, viewers, we will leave it there for today, and we will meet back up in mid-September for the Burnley game. We'll test ourselves against another strong team within this league. And if you have enjoyed that, viewers, please don't forget to smash that like button for me, share this video around, subscribe to the channel for more content. It's always appreciated. Thank you very, very much for watching, and I'll see you again for more next time.